Join Hugo and I as we explore marriage. ¿Ya te casaste? ¿Ya te chingaste? Is that true? The relationship.
Today we're talking about whose life you are living. So whose marriage you are living.
Yeah. So, like a lot of people will say, oh, it's just the honeymoon phase. It's all going to wear off. It's all going to go away and die. So today
it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time till it all fades away. So, yeah, we've been married for 7 years and we're delving into the topic of, whose life are you living? Whose marriage are you living and modeling? Can't wait. I think it was our first year of marriage, or maybe we were only engaged for like 9 days and then we got married. Remember that? Or like fueron como 7, ¿no?
It's probably like a week.
No, sí, ¿verdad? Como
maybe
6 días.
Yeah, a week.
We were
maybe 10 days, but
no, menos. It was less. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
But like engaged, and then we just got married in the park. It was so spontaneous and awesome. And then we got married again. I mean, I don't have to tell you. Okay, so, do you remember when people would be like, oh, you're not always going to be this in love?
I do.
You remember that?
I do.
And people would say, oh, it's going to fade. And like, oh, you're just like that now because you're newlyweds. ¿Se te acuerdas?
Yeah,
and what would we say? Because people, you always say that saying that la gente te dice cómo te fue en la feria or something.
Oh, la gente habla de cómo le fue en la feria.
Yeah, I love that.
So, and that's totally true.
Maybe we should say that for our English friends. This is some good Spanish shit right here.
So yeah, there's and also another Mexican saying.
This is a good one. No, this is not the ya te casaste.
That says la gente habla de cómo le fue en la feria. So that means everyone speaks about.
I'll translate it. So everybody tells the story of how their carnival went.
Yeah.
So you go to the carnival, right? Everybody has a different experience at the carnival, and the carnival is life. Right?
Yeah.
And so some people at the carnival, they win a freaking stuffed animal and they're really excited. Other people spent a lot of money and didn't win anything, right? And so if you ask someone, how was the carnival? They're going to tell you how it was for them, not how it could be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you used to say to me. You're like, oh, because do you remember what I would say to you? I'd be like, amor, ¿Va a pasar algún día? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did remember that.
I would always be like, is that true? Is that going to happen to us? Somehow it was this magic, fairy dust shit that eventually was going to die. And then we were going to live this boring existence where we would be roommates and never make love again. That's how people said.
I know.
That's how people say. And
But, because that's how they made it, through the years or whatever, through their growth as a couple.
Well, I would say they chose not to grow.
I mean, you can grow in the bad way and the good way.
Okay.
I think,
You can grow
because you can
the
keep,
opposite of
because
growing.
you can keep doing bad decisions, bad
That's
stuff,
true.
and it's gonna accumulate. So
Yeah.
let's grow but in the negative way.
Negative momentum versus
Yeah.
positive. Okay.
So and people's gonna say this is also something I have been listening to a lot. If you wanna get great at something, so just look for the right coach or right person who's gonna
Model.
guide you, right model. If you are looking for a marriage consulate, don't ask. No
Counselor. Or
Counselor.
but not all marriage counselors.
No.
Some marriage counselors.
Wait.
Okay.
Let me finish.
I can't.
No, yes you can.
No.
So you're not going to your divorced friend, right? Hey, I need help. I need you to help me.
Yeah.
My marriage is not going good. Hugo is doing this. what are you gonna get from her?
They're gonna be like, divorce him.
Leave him.
Leave him.
What are you doing with him?
Yeah, you're suffering. They're all the same.
Exactly.
Whatever.
My ex did the same to me.
Yeah, my
you
ex
know.
did the same to me,
So that's what I'm saying.
Same.
So you have to look for the right model. So the model who is gonna be the best on the top of that topic.
Agree.
To help you.
Agree. Like, I think so many people too, they ask their parents or their friends.
Yeah,
And maybe their friends
close.
don't have a good marriage
Yeah, close
or
to
not the marriage that they would want to have. So then inevitably people live other people's lives. They literally live other people's lives because they never took a moment to say, what would I want my marriage to look like? And I think that's the one thing you and I have always done is like we've been just willing to be really freaking honest about like where we are, where we want to go, what's happening with us, and have that open communication. But like, let's be real. In the beginning, okay, I'm going to be 100% open. I wanted that. You weren't ready for that.
I wasn't ready.
No.
I know I wasn't ready.
How'd you get ready?
How?
What happened?
Like a rubber band, you know, stretching it, stretching it, stretching it, stretching it, until you stretch that rubber band a lot, and then you just a normal
This is so
movement.
aggressive.
I mean, it is, but it is how it is, you know.
Wait, what? Who was stretching who? Like I was stretching you, or you were stretching
you
yourself?
were stretching me because I wasn't ready.
Oh.
You know, and you were stretching me, and you were like, how is that how the muscles work, you know? How the muscles grow.
Say muscles again.
Muscles.
I love it. Músculos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, by putting
Pressure and tension.
attention on them.
So
that's the same thing.
Okay. So I just have to ask you this because there was this girl that came up to me in one of the events, and she was like, oh, I'm really into this, you know, personal development and I want to grow, but my husband doesn't. And I didn't really know what to say because I didn't know, like, it wasn't something that I said. Like, I don't feel, and I mean, tú dime, o sea, tú dime. So I don't know. And we've never talked about this before. So I don't feel like I was like, dure, like, cambia, ¿por qué no estás cambiando? Like, I don't feel like I was like that.
You were not that way.
Just be honest, because like if I was, just be like, yeah, me estaba.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
I mean,
I'm
because
nervous.
who you are, and because who I am, I mean, we're totally different, opposite
We
poles. You know.
Opposite poles, we are.
Yeah, but so because you are like a go get it, and so I had two options, two choices, or just to stay where I was and just wait for what could happen, you know, because if I wasn't ready to start flying at the same height you were back then, you know, we were going to just be more apart every day. And when I decided to, you know what, this is our journey, this is not my journey anymore, this is our journey together, and I gotta get at the same level, you know, I gotta help her, I gotta be a team player, you know, and that's when just clicked to me like you gotta start growing. You're not growing enough, you are not giving enough, you are not pushing yourself enough, you know.
That's intense.
It is intense. So that's when I started looking for alternatives, for options, for to grow with myself.
Yeah.
Within. I needed to look for myself.
Yeah.
For both of us.
And I think this is like a really important point right here, mis amigos, because the girl that came up to me, she was sincere and she's like, I'm on this journey and I'm growing and my husband doesn't want to. And I didn't have an answer. Like I didn't know what to say because I couldn't, and we've never talked about this before, and I couldn't recall any time where I was like, oye, o creces o hasta aquí llegamos. Like I never did that. And right? Sí o no?
Yeah.
Like I never said that in translation. Like I never said like, hey, you either grow or like we're done, or like, hey, we're growing apart or anything. I think my honest truth is this, like, yo te amo.
And I love you like exactly how you are. And if you never grew, honestly, that was fine with me because I'm not growing to make somebody else grow. I was growing for myself. And if you wanted to come along, I knew things were going to be like better, like it would increase my joy. It wasn't like a requirement though. And I never once thought I need him to change for me to love him more, because I think that's a hostile act. And I think that a lot of times in marriage, that's what it becomes.
Causes a lot of pressure.
It causes distress.
Yeah.
Like we came into this world like separate, like as individuals. And so the journey is an individual thing, I think. And if your partner comes along, like it's going to be way sweeter and it's going to enhance it. But it's not a requirement. And I think so many people, like that woman that came to me, like my heart went out to her, and I think she was asking the wrong question. Because it's not about how I can get my husband to come along. It's about who do I need to become so that my husband would want to come along.
Yeah, that's part of the way, because I mean, it just takes one person to start the change, you know?
Yeah.
So whenever, in speaking about this topic, so if a wife or husband start the change on something they have been struggling with, you know, the other person is gonna notice it. The other person is gonna start changing the reaction.
Right. We've never had this conversation before.
No.
That is so weird, right?
Not at all.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of our journey.
Yeah, thank you for just, being witness to our journey. And we're curious, how's your journey going? Help us out. Like, subscribe, comment. We want to engage with you, hear your story, and connect with us. Let us know where you're at in the world and what's going on with you. As always, the best conversations happen after. See?
After.
After.
Yes, and at home.